This the link up. This the link up. This the link up. Welcome to the link up. This the link up. This the link up. This the link up. Welcome to the link up. Oh. Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the LinkUp podcast with your host, Mr. King. Kana and Woods is indeed in the building this time.
Hola.
What's up, my fellow Homo sapiens? I'm back.
Why you always got to be so extra?
Because I'm an extra person, man.
But yeah, in any case, we got a special guest in the building.
What's good? What's good? Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, people of all races, how y'all doing?
I have to show you how long I've been doing this. I got you own intro.
Automatic switch.
Only thing, the mic kind of,
kind of far?
The other way. Yes. The front of the mic is that way. But yeah, we good to go now.
Voice pitches nonetheless.
I mean, it works.
So tell the people a little bit about yourself, now, Spy. How you come up here? Obviously, you're from St. Martin. Well, I would like to assume. I ain't gonna just...
Yes, I was born in the beautiful island of St. Martin. For those of y'all who's question my weird accent, is because I lived in other islands as well. And I live in other parts of the world, so my accent kind of twisted. And of course, my family and so forth, we have Bajan background and so forth as well. So I thought kind of funny.
Just a little bit.
But long story longer, I'm known as this guy that plays music. I try a thing here and there. I try to be as eclectic as possible. And I am me. That's the only way I could define me as me.
Okay, I guess let me be more specific then. How long you been DJing then?
DJ, I would say about almost 10 years now. It's been about 10 years. Before I was an artist, but DJing wise, 10 years.
So what all do you do? Cause it seems like you do numerous things. Like you say you're eclectic and whatnot. Your name is...
How much time y'all got?
As DJs.
How much time y'all got?
We got quite a bit of time.
Well,
introduce us as DJs, Spy. So it's DJing.
Where music is concerned, I go way back till 96. Some of you were born, right?
Yeah.
I was what, 4?
I had to get out by
6.
4 years.
96?
In 96 when I used to live in Curacao, I was part of a singing group. Don't ask, I ain't saying the name, so nobody could go Google it. Okay?
What's on? What kind of
it was a kids group. And I was a lead singer on certain songs, but it's a well-known kids group in Curacao, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, but I'm not going to say it.
How old were you?
I'm old enough to vote. That's all y'all need to know. I am old enough to vote. Nonetheless, after that, moved back to St. Martin after like a year, 2 years. Was part of a dance group. The whole break dancing, twisting on the ground, flipping, all kind of yada yada yadas.
Which
shout out to Legacy one time.
Which group that?
Actually, we started off in high school. I don't even remember the name. That's how long ago it was. And after that, ended up being a hip hop artist with what's his name? K-Dot. I don't know if he still call himself K-Dot now.
Yeah. Big up the boy there,
That was Natural Flavor. I didn't even see what was my name then. K-Dot most likely killing himself laughing. But that's another story. All y'all need to know is PH. That's all. Believing that as that. After that, I started a group called Vengeance, which was a eclectic group of hip-hop artists, dancehall artists, singers, and more or less it was like an entertainment crew to more or less go against, big up to Duncan Van Hyn again, against the Hip Hop Foundation, but we was all one family at the end of the day. After that, I stepped away for like a year, then I became a gospel hip-hop artist.
Okay.
Yeah, for those that don't know, actually, that was before I was a DJ. My name was Spy at the time as well. But at the time, Spy stood for Spoken Prophecy of Yahweh.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. And then at the same time, we had that hit song. I was in St. Martin, a couple other islands as well. It was like, late at night when all the world is sleeping.
Oh, that's all you?
We end up walking home. Because we ain't got no bus. Going St. Peter's, we walking home today. That song.
Okay.
That song stalks me to this day.
I didn't know that was all you.
Yeah.
True.
We literally write that song walking home. That's funny.
I mean, it was on his song then.
Yeah. Then after, more or less forward fast a couple, because, a couple other things I did, I dabbled in here and there, worked on making beats, producing beats and so forth as well. After that, I did the spiritual moonwalk. I came to the Netherlands.
Wait, pause. Let's not just go past that like it didn't just
What is a spiritual?
What's a spiritual
I
moonwalk?
call it a spiritual moonwalk. You know, you backslide.
Oh, okay.
That's where he was going.
Yeah, and then after I moved to the Netherlands, then I did a song with I don't know if y'all know Nemesis.
Yeah.
Did a song with Nemesis and Bandit at a time called Go Suck a Tool. Y'all could Google that one. Listen, that song I got phone calls from my pastor in St. Martin. It's like, Spy, what your name stand for? Because
Why?
yeah. Then after there, then
Questions.
yeah. Then after from there, we linked up and we created a crew in 2006 ish. Was Godfather Sounds. Y'all know them now. Actually, it's just him. It's just 5 over here. Yeah, man. It's been a journey. I could keep going on
Damn.
yeah, till it end up with me having certain agencies and so forth now. But yeah, so it's a journey.
I mean, at some point, I know there was also the radio.
Yeah, I was
But I didn't even touch on the radio yet.
Where I falling? Yeah, I was waiting for
trying to see like, where does that fall?
Okay. Right after the whole Godfather song, we actually had a radio show that was located in Den Haag. That was before Asylum Radio. And then there was a point where literally I was the only one on the radio station. I don't care if anybody got problem with it, fellas. You know it, right? But literally, I was the only host for 3-4 months. The only person on the show.
We have no beef with all.
Then it's okay, man. I'm a boy. I'm just joking, man. Anyhow, yeah, from there, then actually I created Asylum Radio Show, which was 2008. That's exactly when I became a DJ, because at the time as well, it was kind of difficult for artists from the Caribbean to get any kind of, as we say in Jamaica, you know, no kind of blight up here. Nobody don't play the Caribbean. The ones that, you know, that ain't Sean Paul or ain't Left Side. So I was like, you know what? Cool. I started to study the art of becoming a DJ and so forth as well. While I went to St. Martin on my internship as the operations manager of Phillipsburg Broadcasting, which is 94.7, 101.5, 105.5, 96.3, and Laser 101. Yeah. Then
I'm out for it.
I've been busy. Then automatically create the Asylum Radio was officially launched when I came back. My first host was Super Kid. For those that remember that show, that was the most epic show ever. Then from there we linked with Jamrock and a couple other people, and yeah, here we are. I could keep going. I've been busy.
What are you doing now?
But yeah,
Why
yeah,
are you saying and here we are now?
The companies I allow myself to speak of is Fete After Fete, which is based on Caribbean events for, of course, positive Caribbean events for Caribbean people up here, more or less fetes with concepts. That is, it's all based on different. In the sense of you ain't gonna get the same type of party all the time. Like example, we had a Nothing Can Match, was one of our first parties where literally you had on a black shirt, nothing else on you could be black.
I remember that party.
Yeah, it looked like the United Colors of Benetton. I'm trying to stay positive. I ain't call no specific island next to Santo Domingo. But anyhow.
This guy.
Hey, mi abuelos from Santo Domingo, eh? Okay. Nonetheless. Like even we had it was like a wear your school t-shirt uniform kind of yada. See people with all academy t-shirts pop up in their NPC uniforms. It's like, in the Netherlands, why y'all come up here with them? But like, you know what? You get to use it
for this, exactly for this purpose. Like,
there you go.
Waited for it.
There you go.
I have my primary school uniform here.
Why?
Bruh.
It can't fit me, but that was the one, like the last day of 6th
You got to
grade
like
and thing.
down the wall on the
What?
Nine
Why?
about it there, but it's the last day in 6th grade and thing. I went hillside, so basically them white and blue thing with the stripes. But last day 6th grade, everybody signed your shirt and all of that. So it's more like a memory kind of memorabilia piece.
I thought
or
you
something like that.
just had the uniform like that.
Sometimes I try to put it on to motivate me to go on or something.
That's what you were trying. That's what you were trying to vegan life.
I was a lot different size. Like in 6th grade compared to now, it ain't even make no sense to try that.
There you go. But nonetheless, after that as well, I established a foundation called Small Island Unity, which is also based on it's actually focused on St. Martin, Same and Stacia.
There's all these things I heard of that I just didn't know that you was like part of that.
There's 100% that the companies I'm going to talk about, the one I allow myself to talk about, because there's other organizations that I'm with or other organizations that I started, but I decide, you know what? No, sometimes people gonna hate me when I say this, but ever so often you realize that people respect you more when they don't know it's from you.
Very true.
Yep.
Especially island people. Sometimes you release something, yeah, you know, so, but let it be something they don't know or something that's unfamiliar. Suddenly it's, yeah, man, you hear this? And I smiling from ear to ear, y'all don't even know it's me. But I've been busy. It's not like I just sitting on those that know, and those that don't know, it's okay.
I mean, that's something that we was talking about on our last interview with Pete Self, like, about the fact that he come in here and actually talking about the platform and thing, then some of the possible negative repercussions that I could have with people knowing that, okay, so this platform is associated with you and the way certain people are somehow operate, knowing that, alright, so if your stuff don't get on it or whatever, anything like that, then there's now they're seeing the face and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, so use the person that rejected my stuff and making sure it ain't
there you go.
up to code. And all the negative things that could come with that, but I definitely agree with you.
So it's been a journey, and then let's see, after Fed there was actually there's something I'm working on as well in another country. Actually, Fed we recently branched to Switzerland also, and we're looking to branch also in London. But that's another story. We make sure Switzerland is 100% in order. My voice ain't pitching.
No man, they good.
But what are you doing? What are you doing over there in Switzerland then?
More or less, we have the branch is called Island Vibes, where we more or less bring in the island vibe to Switzerland, because there's a couple events scattered here and there, but there's no proper organization, if you understand what I mean. And there's people that are organizing it don't really know much about the Caribbean culture. They just go down to the Caribbean for a day or two, like, you know what, we want to do something like that. And then when they do it, you're like, no.
The feeling ain't the same.
No, so it's like, you know what? If you have somebody from the Caribbean that organizes events and the opportunity presents itself, why not? So therefore, hence we're a step forward, and yeah, we working on some stuff over there. We on our 5th event now for over there. That's for next year, February, March. But yeah, I can't say anything about it because we gotta make sure we sign certain papers. Then yeah.
Any particular reason for like going to Switzerland?
The soca scene getting big over there.
Actually, well, to be honest, it's because I ended up
countries. You know,
I'm booked in a lot of countries under certain aliases as well, but I was booked in Switzerland for the Soca Music Festival about 2 years ago, a year ago. And while over there, I'm just watching it. Okay, this is from the type of music I played and how people reacted to it. And I'm like, hold on, I saw an opportunity, and I was like, you know what? And I did my research. Nothing ain't happening. All right, cool. Opportunity presents itself, and let's step forward.
Nothing that ain't ever pop up in like, what's the soca scene like then in other European countries other than Switzerland? Different,
like there's a different vibe with every other. Like the first time I played in Germany, in Berlin, that was 2010, where I literally every song I played, they sang every song. Freaked me the out. Yeah, the only song that I didn't sing was our songs from Samantha. but 2011 when I went back, I made sure they knew the song, so they were singing Kana la 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 and so forth when I was done.
True.
But I ain't gonna lie. I think only this year, seeing that I had went to the carnival in London, I really realized how big soca is in Europe. But is a little ridiculous
because there's a lot of island, a lot of Caribbean people up here. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we don't. The thing is, where Caribbean people is concerned, if we could figure out one way to unite, nobody can stop us. Nobody can stop us.
Yeah, but that's the biggest problem right there.
We just need one way to unite. There you go. You're catching on. Everything that I've done so far, they branch together, everything links together. So an entire web that I'm working on. And there's another project I'm trying to get in order, but that's for later on, where literally once you have anything that's going on via the Caribbean islands in the Netherlands, automatically we all work together as one big network. It's like a Black Wall Street, what they tried in the US, but then of course I'm not going to say what happened and which...
They fucked it up.
Not necessarily. They got screwed over by government, blah, blah, blah.
In the sense of the government.
But if you have a Caribbean Wall Street in Europe... No, you can't use the term deadly. That's wrong. It's a force to reckon with.
Deadly would be an interesting choice of words.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A force to reckon with. Gotta make sure because certain things that I use, words that I use, may be used against me later on in life. Gotta make sure when I do these kind of recordings, no, I've learned from past experiences. So this is
that's learning. An interesting story right there.
Yeah, that I think I need to do that. Because sometimes
learn
learn from past experiences.
Yep. So do not judge me on my past. So if y'all go on my Twitter feed and go back and read some things, I am sorry. I was at a different place in life.
You see, no, all that I can just prompt people to go in, let's see what I can find.
No, I said this and I look back some day there recently and I was like, boy, what was wrong with me, but
I never do that.
like, she hurt my head, but
You know what I did
For me,
recently?
Twitter wouldn't work like that.
You know what I did recently? I deleted all my old tweets.
I can't.
You know why?
How?
Yeah.
You delete your account?
No. There's this website, this like a
Subsidiary.
Try again.
Tertiary.
But I didn't want to try second
A
time.
third party website.
Yeah, there's a third party website. You go in, you log in, you put in your account, and then you give it permission.
Never
and
do that.
delete.
Never do that because automatically they have
have
access
all your-
to everything,
yeah,
to
all
all
your
your
info.
information. And you can't give that up.
No, but what I did afterwards was change the email, change the password, so it has permission with the old information. But
You brave
once you
still.
once you change everything,
Once you change?
it can't log in again. You need to give it all. The
But
permissions
you
all
brave
the
still.
time. But I only
It's a good
post.
thing I just never used to post that much on Twitter in general. Like
Nah, I think-
Facebook was more my
yeah,
thing, not Twitter.
I think if I had to go back and look at my Facebook, I would
Like
probably
my
have
old
those.
Facebook post
I
definitely
like-
got
I
some
like
stuff
Twitter
that's like,
because
who is that person? I don't even recognize this guy.
Yo, you for sure.
I like Twitter because
you
it keeps
for
me
sure.
up to date with like certain information.
I know. But to me, posting, you just don't have to post. You can still be up to date. You just don't got to post.
Fair enough. I mean, if I could delete my Facebook account, that'd be an awesome day. But I can't because you gotta stay up to date. You gotta
Business.
stay within the media. And
I tried.
Yeah, you got know what's going on, but I tried a couple times.
I tried once and check that. I tried once and Facebook tell me what you're doing. Why you cannot delete this now?
Well,
Yeah.
That a little tense. That's too much for me. See, I ain't trying.
You ever tried to delete your Facebook account?
I ain't involved.
You see the steps to go through? Why do you want to delete this? Because I want to delete my... Okay, but in case of this and this, would you like to have a trial period with it, suspended? And I was like, no, I'd like to delete it. Just in case you change your mind. No, I ain't even making this up. Just in case you change your mind. They will send you another email. So then they'll be like, okay, delete it. But before you go, here's a link so you can download all your past information.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're gonna hit you with a guilt trip. Oh, such and such going to miss you.
Yeah, I forgot that link. I forgot that part.
Such and such. Yo, and the people that put up and don't talk to. Like, I have no kind of communication with.
Oh, I get missed.
Oh, okay.
Legit, the only reason I'm using Facebook now is just to promote parties. That's basically it.
Sound like a reasonable use for it.
My Instagram has really become more of my go-to, although that's also Facebook. But
Yeah,
at
but
least
then,
you can delete Instagram.
but then to me, it's probably more how you use it, because Facebook it could be used by different people in different ways.
True, but the problem is
That's on social
nowadays
media.
the younger folks don't even actually use Facebook much anymore. I barely on Facebook. It's only okay. I need to promote this. Send.
People don't use Facebook to look at parties. Legit, younger kids just like, okay, what's going on today? Okay, let's go on Facebook, see what's popping.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't do that too. But
More Instagram and Twitter. That's me.
I don't know, but
The Netherlands is like Instagram heavy.
I can't. For some reason, I can't get into that whole Twitter world. But that to me, that's too far. By that's going too far. That's land of no return. Once you get in Twitter, that's it.
I mean, yeah. Once
To
you
me,
get
Twitter is
into
just a
Twitter,
place for miscommunication. That's all. Like with the character limit,
but
even though I know they supposedly expand on that, I'm probably the last person to really give in-depth opinions and stuff like that on Twitter because I'm not well versed in it. But to me, it's just a place where miscommunication is bound to happen.
Yeah, but you can argue and say that's social media in general.
Yeah.
But when
but you learn how
when
to
you have
communicate.
something that's designed to basically be like headlines, at least originally when it was 140 characters, I feel like from that concept alone, it's supposed to be microblogging or whatever. That's what they called it. But to me, that's just like headlines. And we know how shit goes when you read a headline but don't read the full article. All the nuance and thing that you really need to explain any kind of thing, have any kind of real debate that you could take something valuable away from. Twitter is not the place for that, but people still try to do those type of things on it, and they wonder why shit goes wrong.
Because everybody there. Everyone is there. So at the end of the day,
Yeah, so you're trying to get opinions out, but it's never like a properly articulated opinion. It's just like the quick snapshot of the headline of my thought and stuff like
when
that.
last have you read an entire news story? I got time.
today.
I meant past the first paragraph.
Today.
By today.
Which story?
It was either today or yesterday because there was
Maybe it was last week.
Oh no, I have.
It was.
The last one I read was some semi news stuff regarding uninformed
Oh yeah, last
government doing nonsense basically.
Oh, and somebody saying they don't read?
It was in regards to whatchamacallit.
Yeah, we gonna get into that. We're going to get into that, but
the one I read was
in reference
immigrants not migrating so successfully in the Netherlands.
yeah,
Especially in Maastricht.
my last one was about my study, so it wasn't necessarily a newspaper article.
Oh, that was school, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, you were forced to read the whole thing.
But yeah, things go wrong when you don't read the full article. And that's why I ain't gonna lie, for a while I'd get into the habit, I'd fall into the same kind of thing I'm critiquing, where it's just do I care enough to read the whole article? I just read the headline, look in the comments, see what people saying. That like from the arguments in the comments, you get the gist of what is in the article to some degree. Is like you read a couple ones for, a couple comments against, and things.
But a lot of time people don't even
Twitter.
read. Yeah.
Short to the point, go. Because we're reaching a point of where people don't focus no more.
I understand why it would be successful, but I understand, all I'm saying is why it would lead to miscommunication, which is something that you see all the times where everybody got to apologize for whatever celeb Roseanne getting fired because of her tweet they had no nuance, it's just a headline type of thing. And when you got to do interviews and stuff like that, after that to explain.
Okay, wait.
Roseanne is a bad example.
Wait.
She should get fired.
Wait. First of all, how you as a grown person over 25, let's just say. Okay, let me ask this question first then. Are you ever put a tweet and deleted it?
Yeah.
Many times.
Why?
Yeah.
Like at that time I read Hall, she's got like, let me delete this. Because some people might take this the wrong way.
Yeah, well, because sometimes your head ain't in the right place. And
But then you shouldn't be on social media in the first place.
No. We humans. There's going to be a time and place that your head ain't gonna be in the right place.
Yep, and then you think back like, you know what? Nah, let me delete that.
Let me think before I be a hypocrite here. Can I hear thinking, what was the point of deleting it if that's your actual feeling in the first place?
That might not have been your actual feeling. That might have just been a spur moment where you lost control.
And also, I feel like it might be your genuine feeling, but that doesn't mean that the resulting what happens after that, after you express your opinion, that might have not been your intention.
Or it could just, you could have actually have the thought like, you know what? Maybe it just wasn't everybody's business to know this.
Yeah.
Something like
and
that.
I shouldn't have said it out in public.
Or you evolved and you don't think that way no more.
Yeah, but I feel like that's more
depending on what
like
the topic
old
is.
tweets though.
Like if like 5-6 years ago you were like anti-abortion and then you post all these crazy theories about abortion and then
it's like, you know, boy, listen, last week I was by this girl house down. I got think back again, but because me and this girl can't multiply.
Stuff like that.
Okay, but okay, never mind then. Because it's like
you never delete the Facebook status then, Kana?
I hear thinking, but no.
Thank God for edit, but then the problem is when you edit it is still there. I had somebody tell me, but when you edit that far, I was like, you know what? Delete and repost.
But you can see clearly this post has been edited.
Yeah.
Then you check certain ones.
It's like,
yo,
let's just say
how
about
many
me.
typos you had in that post though? I see some like edit history, it's just like a whole long page.
Oh wait, time out. There's an edit history?
Yeah.
If you can see it.
If you edited multiple times, you could see every edit you make. You could see.
I was saying the person called me up. How you gonna say that like that? I was like, I just realized that's why I edited. It's like, oh, okay, that's like, you know what? No, we just delete this.
Sean, how many times have you edited your post?
A lot.
So you thought that you were incognito? You thought you were doing this thing like
I thought I was being smooth.
I screw Shaniqua, you know now. Screw that girl across it. No, screw. You know what? Listen, I want
delete the post.
And then you see 10 years later, Facebook come with a reminder. Do you remember the day you said this? Like, let me check the edited thing. You see what this man was saying about shit the whole day?
Yo, I should do that. I should go look back at my old Facebook posts to see the amount of crap.
I saw my first Facebook post and I was ashamed of myself. Because you know when Facebook started, my Facebook was what, 8-9 years old. And I literally just was posting whatever. Because and it's like, Facebook ain't nothing.
Yep.
And then later on, I was like, wait a minute. These things go.
Post some random shit like bitches ain't shit. And you're like, why did I post this?
Why every time I just see my memories, sometimes I just be like,
nah, my memory's embarrassing, but I don't post nothing.
I love it.
Only you
I
can
love
see
it. Oh no, I changed that setting there. Only I can see.
Yeah.
Because some of them, at one point, it was just going automatically, and then everybody could see all the crap. But I don't know.
I don't recall that ever happening.
That means I press
automatic memory
that
posting. That's a terrible
I
idea.
pressed a button by mistake then because that shit was going on by
That was
itself.
only your option.
Yep.
Man, incriminate
media.
yourself.
No, like I
please.
serious. Like there was actually when I used to post as well. There's a lot of posts that I posted just for me to remind myself on Facebook as well. So when I see them come back in the memory, I was like, what the hell, did I post this in public? I was like, need to pick up sugar salt. So then I was like, oh, it's for me alone. Okay. All right, cool.
But why you would put on Facebook?
Listen, I used to post some random excrement on Facebook.
Why?
Like some pictures of, I'm gonna say who, but certain people you might have been doing some stuff with that, you posted about only you and the person could see. Yeah.
Yo.
But let me explain. Before y'all judge me, let me explain. Point to the camera. Let me explain.
How you wilding like that?
Hold on, dog. I'm old enough now. I can stand up on my own. You post it and be like, make the person feel good, but they know it's only you and that person can see it.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to post stuff. Look, okay.
You see what I mean? It's like, oh, he posting about us.
Yeah, I did that too.
But only you two can see.
Oh, you got a lot of time, but
what I used to do is I used to post the same thing, but then I would tag her and then all her friends. So then, cause look, you will fuck up. Like if you post it and she by her friend and they both on Facebook.
Oh, then you fuck. But how come I can't see that?
what? Yo, are you really went deep into this?
No, but back in the day, nobody would have been able to,
And all of these things is why I disable people to post on my wall and then these things to avoid all kinds of. I've been in numerous things where like, so somebody put a heart on your wall.
Like,
who's this person putting a heart on your wall?
So how you got?
Does that thing still happen?
But my godmother,
mine's still disabled. Nobody can post nothing on my wall without my approval.
I have to review it before.
Exactly.
And
This is why I
still hear couples cussing about crap like that. So that's what you're doing.
Ain't nobody got time for
That's
that.
your friend. What's she doing like it up your wall for? Huh?
Yep. Boy.
So
It's a classmate, okay?
Jesus Christ.
That's all it is.
Boy.
Yeah, but then
If
again,
in a relationship, you're gonna have to understand, especially when you're a DJ. Like
what that's supposed to mean?
Like to
No, I got the reason why it's different because I know what I'm supposed to mean. You know what I'm saying? I get this question. What I'm supposed to mean?
Yeah, you have to understand.
No, you see, I need to clarify this stigma, this thing around being a DJ.
Hoes.
A lot of DJs, we're not trying to think. I'm not using my words. Why is he just screaming? I'm not saying DJs because you should never point out just specifically DJs.
Entertainment in general.
People in the entertainment business
is hoes.
Pause. No, we're not hoes.
Hold on. Let me explain. We are friendly. We have to remain friendly. We have to remain social. And sometimes our social ways may tend to put us in certain
predicaments.
No, I'm trying to choose my words.
Tend to attract.
No, you have to. Okay, I'll be honest with you. If you're dating someone, if you are dating someone in the entertainment business, you need to understand that there are going to be people that will be attracted to the person more than just their music, because at the end of the day, you're standing up on a pedestal in front of people, and
out there.
You are going to. And I'll be honest with you, in a lot of the industries and within the music industry, under the subset of it, we just have to come off sexy. We have to be attractive. We have to be charming. It's part of the industry. As radio hosts and all, you have to make sure you have to be like, ladies, so you know, and then when you say, okay, done, cool. But you know, you have to always have that attraction. At the end of the day, if Drake was an ugly looking man, he'd funny looking. But I mean, don't think about it. When he came with the song, "You the fucking best," you best ever. When this man came out with that song, everybody didn't like the man. When that funny looking Oscar the Grouch looking partner, they was making fun of the man.
I didn't used to rock with him either back in the day. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly, but suddenly he's sexy because you know he got more fan base and so forth as well.
Beard. I think that was the big thing. I don't know. When he started out, he had the beard. That's the one thing I can say for sure.
But the thing is,
mess it up, no?
But yeah, but at the end of the day, when you're dating or when you're in a relationship with someone that's in the music industry, you always have to understand that it's a two-sided situation. Because of course, one, as the artist or performer or the person in the music industry, you have to remember that if you're with someone, you have to make sure let that person know that this is what you're gonna get yourself into, but know that I am there for you. And know that these situations will arise. Because I'll be honest with y'all, literally, that was a while back. I've been in a situation. Call no names, where literally my girlfriend was standing next to the DJ booth, and this other random chick in the Netherlands at an event that was playing, this random chick came up to me and kissed me. Mwah! And I turned and watched my woman.
Yeah, that was my first reaction.
I was like, I
didn't do it. I did not do it. I
thought she was coming to request a song. But she was like, she understands so and so and so and so. So okay, that's how we almost end up getting married, because she was just different. But at the end of the day, you end up in those situations, but you have to make sure that there's only a certain amount of security you could give to the person, but at the end of the day, the person that you're with has to more or less be secure with themselves and be secure.
They gotta understand the business.
There you go.
Understand what
and that's how people in the same industry only be with people in the industry as well, because we understand each other. But if somebody outside, let's say for instance, if you're a nurse,
hoes understand hoes.
The man trying to carry that stigma, The man went on a whole long.
You know the funny thing about this whole thing?
A whole long run trying to dispel.
trying to.
And this man want to be an MC, you know. So I don't know.
Leave him.
Oh God! I've been here home before.
Hey,
perfect transition.
Hey, this is not about me, okay? This is about Spike.
I'm speaking in general for everybody in the music industry.
But the man ain't just tell you what Spice stand for. You can still accuse the man of being a hoe with a name like that.
Listen, I've heard so many different things where my name was concerned as well, that I was proud of myself. I was like, I didn't even know I do this. And while I was in a different country, I was like, all right, true. But
I'm traveling far.
Like I tell people, listen, when people stop talking about me is when they're gonna start to worry. Then I realize I am no longer relevant, and that's scary. So of course I can leave rumors go. And I had children in the UK. And I was like, easy, no.
Well,
please send me a picture though. I want to see if the child look like me.
I had one of those. Supposedly I had a child too. I still waiting to meet it, but
it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a girl or boy. I was just told I have a child.
Fair enough, but like I said. We always have to keep our names circulating as well. Hence why, of course, when we have people come on to us or try to be interested in us, we of course would not shun them away to the point of don't talk to me anymore, but more of a, hey, how you doing? You keep communication, because of course you don't burn your bridge, but you make sure you put a toll by your bridge and see if the person is worth crossing that bridge.
But how do you feel about it getting intimate or pursuing any kind of relationship with anybody that meets you in that scenario? Like, for example, same chick who came to you and kissed you and stuff like that. If people you meet while DJing and stuff like that, or a girl that come up to you at the DJ type of vibe, how you feel about it?
It depends. It depends, because I'll be honest, there are some people that you meet in clubs that you know is like, no, this ain't gonna work. No, I can't say nothing. This is not going to work.
Not healthy.
Before my boys spit out like a smash and dash or something. It's certain people you know that's not going to work. You see their intentions from the get go. I mean, I've had times where literally a girl told me, and I quote, "If you play this song next, I will give you head right behind DJ booth."
Mm-hmm. Did you play the song?
That's starting on the next level.
I legit pause. I legit pause like,
bye, what do I do?
Okay, no, my only question is, you had a woman at the time?
No.
Okay, so why you play the song?
That's what you talking about, people.
Bye.
So you play the song.
I
You can leave that one to everybody's imagination. Anyhow, moving on.
So after the DJ.
What happened?
Man say after the BJ.
So nonetheless, moving on with life.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, in summary, at the end of the day, you have to realize that everybody's human and we all are different. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we are different with superpowers. To quote Kanye West, we have superpowers.
Okay.
People in the entertainment business have superpowers to the sense of
influence.
We are more susceptible to people coming on to us more. Because don't forget, one, you're standing in the limelight. Two, people are influenced with alcohol.
Or drugs.
Yeah. Three, you gotta make, and of course, we have to make sure that we can flaunt what's the sexiest about us at the time when we playing. I mean, you can't be looking buffet Asian and DJing on a grand stage. So you gotta make sure you gotta come correct. I mean, I dress bummish on many stages, but as you can tell when I got a woman and when I got a woman. I gotta make sure I gotta deflect.
The sort of bummish look is one of your barriers to deflect.
Yeah. When you see me dressing bummish, know that I got a woman.
Makes sense. I mean, it's very logical. You see the same behavior exhibited by females on social media all the time.
But
it's true.
Who posting the selfies? Most of the single people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
what type of
exclusively.
Selfies?
Yeah,
but
what type of selfies?
The thirst traps then. Let me be more specific. I will admit there are women in relationships that do it as well. But generally speaking, I feel like they might be more the type of people that fall into what you described. They're trying to do something more in the entertainment, or they're somebody that's maybe they're a dancer or a model, something like that. Like,
I'll be honest for a second, I cannot stand females that consistently post pictures like they bam bam, that consistently try to post these sexy pictures. Afterwards, it's get irritating to me. Because in the sense of, okay, listen, show me a little more. What more do you have than just sexy looking? Okay, I've seen your ass. Now what?
But do you not feel as though, like, especially with the transition, like how we just saying, things like Facebook dying out a little more, which is more geared towards statuses or, you know, actually typing some amount of text and conversation. Yeah, you could post pictures and all that other stuff, but IG is like the main focus of it is pictures and video. Do you not feel like
people don't want to read them? Everybody wants to just see some visual.
All of that, but do you not feel like this transition to the popularity of something like IG that prompted or encourages that kind of behavior? So it's like, well,
of course it does.
Why do I need to post stuff about me? Ain't nobody reading that long caption. It's just they watching it, hitting like and continuing scrolling.
If we're focusing just on that, then yeah, you have a point. But at the same time, you have people posting just like artsy stuff and stuff, and
yeah. But how many likes does the artsy stuff get?
I mean, if you're consistent with it, you will get a following, and then you get like a bunch of likes. But it takes time.
Okay,
look, it's gonna take less time than the thought.
What type of platform would take long to build?
The artsy one. But you have, loyal followers because they're really interested in what you're doing. Whereas the other ones is just like,
that's something that I witnessed so much. Like, there's certain chicks or whatever that's like their primary thing is posting the lingerie, bikini pictures and all of these type of things, and then it's like, okay, so now I'm a rapper and I'm posting my music. The music get like 5 likes compared
5 views.
To all the,
I haven't seen the likes views.
No, but
like the comparison, because like people, your whole fan base was built on just the lingerie pictures.
But then if you post with a girl dressing sexy with the video, then suddenly you get more likes as well.
Yeah, but I'm just talking specifically about like if you build your fan base simply based on selling sex, and then you actually try to sell, try to develop a little more depth and try to sell that, but it's like, this is not why I follow your page. Your page was about selling sex. True. And when you do bring out other content, but ain't nobody looking for, ain't nobody checking for that.
I mean, if you're combining both, then it's not going to change much. You gotta do it
from the beginning. But like, I've seen certain pages like follow the exact same trajectory I'm describing, where like, I got the fan base because everybody, sex sells, we all know this, and I think ain't nobody denying that. So that get me 100,000 followers, and now that I have this, I gotta try to sell something to them, and I'm trying to push music or a book or whatever it is, and it's like, that just not working because ain't nobody checking that for that from you, at least.
I think it could work. It just depends on how you approach it.
To me, if you're selling sex from the beginning, if you're
selling sex, but then you're selling sex and music at the same time,
yeah, it has to be that. Okay, I know that you're a music, but it's just like people ain't going to Adele for trap music. It's like, maybe Adele can make trap music.
I would enjoy it. I would legit be sitting there like, let me do this. But anyway, I understand your point.
From the other side with 808s and trap drums.
But I think that's still different though, because you're not going to expect that from Adele.
It's establishing a brand.
If you're still selling sex, but then applying music to that sex, people are still going to watch it, and maybe not for the music.
No, but what he's basically saying is, if Nike just have a car, they release a car that that's just boring, that look like one of the Hyundai Atos or something, nobody's going to be interested in it because they're not looking towards Nike for cars.
We ain't judging anybody who drives that car, but continue.
It's just like when
get a better cat. That's a death trap.
Apparently, we are juggling.
I'm looking out for your safety. If you are listening to this and you're on the road or you're about to drive at us, that thing is like foil paper.
The man went straight to my with that accent. Get a better cat. Okay.
Don't forget the R.
Okay, but I understand what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah, just about your brand.
I'm gonna switch the gears a little bit here. Since by you in the whole entertainment industry and all that, what you think about this whole St. Martin's hottest on the rock type thing that going on here?
In what perspective?
Just what you think about what you think about it as the initiative as a whole, as the challenge itself.
What's your initial thoughts?
Yeah.
My initial thoughts? I actually think I might need to move that from next to that. Honestly, what I think is that it's sad.
Okay.
See everybody pause it? It's sad?
All right.
Want me to tell you why it's sad? Because I know y'all can use this clip later on why I said it's sad. And why I ain't released my verse yet. Because if I release my verse, it's going to be a problem. But it's sad in the sense of everybody gonna come out. Yeah, we doing this about hottest on the rock, blah, blah, blah. Check back, let's say January 1st. All the people that did the man hottest on the rock, everybody that did all the verses and so forth, what are we doing after that? After we all decide, okay, let's do something together. Now let's all try to work together as musicians. But I don't like you, boy. So. And then at the end of the day, it doesn't move forward. It just stays like, yeah, we all did that one time there, so. And then somebody's going to try it again, but it's not going to blow up because guess what? At the same time, it's more of a hype right now. I'm not knocking Ramadan because I'm supposed to be Rama's DJ.
Okay.
Yeah, not Rum. Sorry, Dr. Rum. Sorry. Everybody name Rum.
Yeah, that just shows the culture of
I'm Dr. Rum's official DJ, but I'm not knocking in the sense of it's something bad. I understand it's a great start, but what is next? I always look at what's next. If I'm gonna do something, you know that something coming. I'm not gonna just do something just to. And then remember like the conversation we had sometime that a lot of things where the Caribbean is concerned as well. We have the baby boom situation where literally where something is hot for a while, whoop, straight up. But to keep it up there, it never everything just automatically drops. So therefore, after if it doesn't start off as a build, later on you'll be looking at it like, okay, cool. That time they did some man hunters on the rock. Yeah, I heard that person had a couple of rhymes, and I never hear from them again.
But then what more you expecting from them? Like what? Because to me,
it is just kind of impromptu.
Yeah,
it wasn't meant to be like.
So that's why I hear thinking like, what are you really expecting? Like, what more are you looking for after this?
Well, I would like to see all those that did the St. Martin on the rock keep dropping songs, keep in rotation. That's as simple as it. Because a lot of people, I'm doing the St. Martin hottest on the rock because I just want to drop. This is what hot right now, and this is in style, so I can just let them know that I got rhymes. And you have rhymes, now what? What are you doing with it? Because then you just show that, I got talent. And now, okay, so what are you doing with the talent? I got talent. So you doing with the talent? I just record sometimes when I got time, but you made time to do the St. Martin hottest on the rock, right? So therefore, if you see how you made time, because you remain and keep that focus. Once you keep that focus and you still keep pushing, automatically you will remain and be St. Martin hottest on the rock. Not because you dropping so forth and so forth. Because I waiting for one person to come on and diss everybody. And that's the only, God is my witness here. Quote me on this one, eh? If one person comes on and disses every single person that does the St. Martin hottest on the rock, look how long that's going to stretch. Because suddenly we work better with negativity pushed towards us. As a Caribbean people, let's be honest here now.
Unfortunately.
If you have one person come on, let's say, I can pick Gilla. Gilla comes on, and he did his verses and so forth as well. Let's say Gilla comes on, and this is every single person, call them up by the name, and look, you can see that St. Martin hottest on the rock going to continue a little longer. Another one of the artists.
Yeah, but do you want it to continue on that negativity though? Because that goes start with beef and small island and the mentality. It ain't gonna just stick
what
to.
What you exactly describing is one of the things I was contemplating to do in mine. I put my verse out there and I was planning to do. Originally, that was my thought, but then I was like, you know what? It's not about that. In at least the way I interpreted it, to me, it was like, it's exactly what you've been talking about, all the unity and stuff like that. To me, that was one of the main things that I took away from this, even though it made, like, I definitely see where you're coming from, and I feel like that's partly true, because that was one of the things I said in my verses, like, a lot of Siman people, you make one song a year. It's like, so what, like, if that's your type of...
That's before that, because I think I have part of my voice. I'm old school where I just grab a pen and a paper, but see if I could find something that I had on that, because it was just one of those... Yeah.
Like you say, a lot of Siman, there's a lot of people that rap, and this Siman and this hardest on the rap thing was one of those things that showed me, like, yo, we have a lot of people on the island that rap, or at least could rap, or is somewhat interested in rap, at least on a hobby basis and stuff like that. But the problem is that there's all these people that's like, I ain't heard nothing from you in I don't know how many years. Lots of people coming out to retirement. And it's like, those is cool. It's good to see that, okay, you're still interested. I understand. Maybe life happened. You took another part in life. But still rapping.
Okay, wait.
That's why a lot of people wanted me to come back out. Also, because literally, I am the guy that, listen, that was basically, I can't say, no, I'm the old Kanye West. I can't say the new Kanye. I was known as the old Kanye, where literally, if something go right, you will hear it in my rhymes. Like, I would literally call out every single thing in my rhymes, and of course, have it in a way that it's still playful. We make fun of it, but at the end of the day, I pass on a message still to be like, hey, but what about so? Well, because even down to when we did a song about photo gums and all, but when they had the whole better believe it, yada yada yadas, we catch a lot of flack for it. But of course, at the end of the day, how you gonna diss us? We was gospel artists. you diss us, you dissing the big man.
Wow.
Because literally even though there was a show where we dissed, majority of the artists that was on the event was it was Interscholastic back. That's to show you how far back we go. If y'all remember Interscholastic. Where literally we won Interscholastic 4 years back to back to back to back. Then when we decided to, like, you know what, it don't make sense anymore because we just keep winning. We had Best of the Best, and we also win a couple of competitions. We went against Sundial School. No, they had it in Sundial School, and then we was the sports auditorium, blah blah. But at the end of the day, every single time we performed as well, like I said from before, we always pick something that irritated people. And imagine a gospel artist dissing you. What you gonna say? And he right.
I could think of some stuff. But.
I mean, yeah, me too. But I don't know how the crowd would take it, especially in the Caribbean.
Yeah, that was the beauty about the beauty about at the time as well. Unless it mean for now, because the beauty about then was that literally it's one of those. Like how Eminem used to diss as well. Just basically tell you the truth, tell you what's wrong with me too, and explain. Look, so and this is how we can make it do. We can make it work together as well. But if you only heard the first verses of our songs, you'd be like, "But these man them got a problem with us, dog."
Yeah, you see, I understand, like, just what King said, I understand what you mean, but I think in St. Martin's climate right now, let's stick to the whole positivity, everybody working together type something. Yeah, because that could easily be, so that's what you think. Next time you show up by Sagi or in Lotus, that's it. Bam, bam. Somebody gets stabbed up, somebody gets shoot. Everything is quick to pull trigger.
So, like I said, with the Siman, my issue with the Siman, hottest on the rock, Siman, blah, 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 it's what's next. If you don't have a what's next, I don't. And that's why I said if I open the door where I drop my rhymes or whatever, it's going to be an issue, because trust me, if I drop one song, prepare to hear tracks coming out after.
Does that apply to everybody in St. Martin? Because I'm assuming there's some artists in St. Martin that do drop songs.
There are certain people that are consistent with music and stuff like that. You see, that's what I was going to say. The main people I was looking forward to for the hardest on the rock thing, because I thought like that's how it started. Some of like Gilda was basically who it was that had tell me a waiver set basically. So I assumed that it was more of these type of people from St. Martin that been consistent with putting out music. I got a couple of projects self now, just a song here, a song there.
What I did like to see was the non-rappers, which what I find was cool was the non-rappers getting into it. So they had like...
Yeah, but some of them I was like, no. No, boo boo. No.
I thought the same.
Allow you to upload this. Facebook ain't had like a no.
I find it was cool.
But let me clarify myself.
The only reason I ain't seen on that is because I felt like what we said earlier. To me, it wasn't about that at this moment.
And that's why I always used to get in trouble.
Hating on the people.
Because I would be like, no. Let them do your thing. You ever tell when I had my radio show, artists drop something like, no, No. That's when we started to keep it deleted because I realized that I was the only one saying no and catching flack for it. So I was like, you don't know. Leave the people tell you exactly what they think about the song. I just smile and they're like, you see? No.
Bye.
No. At the end of the day, listen.
That hard, yeah.
Where you have to look at you as an artist is where you have to look at it as a company. Sometimes you may not be the best rapper, but trust me, you may write some really hot, some really tight rhymes. And it may not just be for you as well, because there were times I write songs and I was like, nah, and I pass it on to another artist. And they went dropping it, well-known song in the Caribbean. Shout out to Ayaz and them as well. And it was like one of those like, but these man write a song. No, is that weird partner from Simat and I write a song with a Bajan accent. But it's you just need to know exactly what is for you, what can work. Everybody wants to try a thing, don't get me wrong. Of course you want to try a thing, but it's no way your strengths lie.
What's about that somebody testing out this strength?
You need
honest people.
You need friends, yes.
Then they need exactly what you talking about.
If you're surrounded by a group of people, like let's say 6 people,
you don't need friends. You need to pass a song to somebody that don't like you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that way you sit there is one of the main reasons why I hate letting people that like know me hear my music or anything like that. Because I get to the point where it's like, okay, tell me what is wrong with this. Don't just cut the instant reaction for most people. If you talking to me, especially like a face to face, most of the people that like you as a friend, they're not going to just tell you stuff whack. Depends on your friends, of course. I mean,
you know me then.
Like I said, depends on your friends.
I'm like, nah dog.
Depends on your friends, but a lot of them is just like they just because it's you or whatever, is cool, is that dope, that hot, whatever, and things like that. I prefer to me the opinions of strangers mean more in some ways because like they don't have the same bias. They don't care about my feelings or nothing like that.
Hence why going back to the topic as well pertaining to having my own like companies and so forth, there's reasons why I don't say certain things as mine as well. Because then when I see the feedback from people that are working my committees that have in different organizations, they don't even know it's my organization. And I see how they respond, I'm like, okay. So at the end of the day, sometimes it's good to even release a song and don't even say it's you and see how the feedback come in.
Yeah, that'll be a little difficult right now.
Why?
I mean,
you have Facebook, you could create your own social media account, call yourself Guy with Piano on Radio Show, podcast.
Or you could just drop something and say, yo, this song dope, listen to it.
Nah.
Or just say the song dope, or just share it, don't even say nothing.
Set aside 10 euros. Create an account, set aside 10 euros, use it as promotion online and see what you get back as feedback. Simple.
That's a bad idea.
I was planning on doing something like that at the end of this month.
Create a fake account and pay 10 euros?
That is went from promotional to stalkerish. That was
not that specific, but something similar like that.
But the whole
don't look forward to it.
What? Don't look forward to it.
Yeah, because you're not gonna know his mind anyway. So.
True.
Hey, you just really make me wonder sometimes. Hey. But I don't know. With the whole challenge itself, I find it was dope because it bring out like poetry. People that I see a couple people like was rhyming that's like known as poets and a whole bunch of things like that. So not to say they wasn't trying to do it as like days are hardest on the rock, but they just pick up the challenge for challenge sake, and I find that was cool. Bring a whole like.
I'm not saying no. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy and proud that people do it, but it depends on if you want to consider yourself a rapper. What you doing next?
Okay, from that angle, I can see what you mean. Yeah.
If for those I see like doing something as well, like example, like I saw a couple of poets as well. I was like, okay, cool, that nice, okay, cool. But and they also let you know this ain't what I do, but this is also what I do as well on the side. But as I'm doing what's hot at the time. But what's next?
The best ones to me was the ones from jail, by.
They had somebody from jail at the
Really? They had a dude who was in jail who did it.
First of all,
hottest behind bars.
First of all, he got a phone to record himself.
Listen to that.
I have a lot of questions.
A couple of my partners has messaged me and WhatsApp called me from jail. I'll never forget the day I ain't call no names. One of my partners messaged. I was like, but this man ain't supposed to be doing 8 years in jail. What? And this man got Facebook account well paused off.
Yep. I've seen people Facebook profiles is like jail pictures, and they got numerous, like they did jail photo shoots and thing, and that's their profile pictures. Like I've seen lots of stuff. Like St. Martin is an odd place. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look at your face.
I ain't trying to judge nobody. I ain't trying to get nobody no problem. We've been knowing that there's contraband in the prison.
So when this man outside, so when the man outside taking selfies in the yard, like me and my boys,
they do this in the room, dog. They this the room. The guys in the room. I ain't know. You're kind of, you're a fool, you know.
I can leave them laughing.
The joke wasn't that funny. It was alright, but I mean,
no, I can see it happening. I can see it. Oh no, dog. It's when I see it.
Listen, no. Real talk. I need to see the videos. But if you're doing the hottest on the rock and you behind bars, respect. Nothing but respect. I honestly want to see. I'm curious.
That shows dedication.
Yo, the thing is, the man was one of the best ones.
Okay then, true.
Okay.
No. It was cool.
I'm gonna take that back. He was one of the best ones, but he was dope.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, it was dope. And just the fact that he do it from a cell, just make it more, it add on to the whole nuance.
Even though we ain't driving cars, and we ain't standing up and been posting up like stars, but we behind these bars.
And I'm spitting bars.
Oh God, that was a good laugh.
I'm biased since, of course, I did mine. So to me, mine is the best one that was out of all of the hardest on the rocks, but that's why I ain't really got no opinion. That's when
he ain't drop it too hot.
Like,
I find if you're an artist, you have to envision yourself as the best.
I personally find you talking a lot of smack for somebody who ain't dropped their own.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I ain't talking smack yet. This when I drop it.
The man say if he drop it's gonna be a problem.
Don't get the bend up, Anna. Don't get the bend up.
I'm looking for
man control verse, man. Like what Kendrick did on that control track. That's what's on. Keep that coming. Calling out everybody.
I feel he should drop it. I personally find
in a way I was waiting to see somebody like take that approach and actually call out people and stuff like that. I was waiting to see somebody do it. I just personally didn't want to do it for the main reason I felt like it wasn't really about that.
To be quite honest, I thought if anybody would have do it, I thought it would have been General. I kind of thought I thought he would go on along the pathway, which he kind of did. We kind of did, but I thought it would have been more. Not saying that what he did wasn't good. I just thought if anybody would have do it, it would have been him.
Fair enough.
I guess I was expecting that from him, maybe, but I ain't really too in tune with the whole hip hop scene in St. Martin. I know General and Gilda. I could be, and I'll be. REC don't even count because I consider them soca dancer.
Okay, but to take it the conversation a slightly different direction.
Shall we decode this Ashanti? Sorry.
Well, he was looking for them to get into artists on the rack too?
Yo, it would be cool.
Ashanti artists on the rack singing.
Why not?
D-Colors, honestly, I'll be honest with you, one of the most talented artists I see come out of St. Martin was D-Colors.
Yeah, the man does.
First time I hear a track from him a long time ago. Somebody just randomly get his email from him. I was like, who the hell is this? And when I hear the song, I was like, all right. And then the second song came out, I thought that you should know. That song, when I heard it, I was like, hit. Instant hit. But they didn't push it as much. Duncan, you let me down with the promotion. Duncan van Heineken. Deviant Entertainment.
Ooh.
No, I'm a boy.
I'm a boy. But I mean, you name dropping there.
The song, it can still be promoted up to this day. That's how hot the song is. The song has serious potential. The first time I heard that, I was like, it sounded like a Wyclef kind of, but still mixed with something else.
It's a big
talent, but anyhow.
The Colors has a unique vibe, definitely. Like his sound and stuff, the little rapping, singing, cross. To me, it's like Akon-ish in a way. Like,
fair enough.
I don't know. It's an interesting fusion between the two.
True that.
But I was just gonna ask, how do you feel about? I don't know if you saw, but like the My88 FM and some of the changes that are going on there. Since you're a radio guy or was a radio guy,
My88, I'm not too sure.
Is a new station is 88.3 FM. I think there's on St. Martin. And basically got a couple of new shows coming on where they're giving some of the millennials. I think these people fall into that category. But anyway, some of the young people's getting the opportunity.
That's when you know you're older.
King Kim.
You want to say the younger ones?
I know.
These millennials.
They're all my age.
Yeah, they're
so it's
age.
like they're my age. So I know
millennials.
What exactly is the name of the appropriate name to call them. But DJ Kim, Kimbe, and Kelvin, them have a show together, and then they got one with Versatile and Shania. They having a show, and then Charlie got a chill out with Charlie type of thing. She got a show coming. And I was just curious to know, you know.
Like I tell people, my biggest issue with, I don't mean y'all sound like I just bringing up problems all the time.
That's okay.
My biggest
need criticism to get ideas.
I always give constructive criticism with a solution. If you don't give a solution, then shut up. Like I tell people, and my solution is pretty simple. Where the situation is concerned, not really the situation, where this idea is concerned, it's a great idea. But the problem is, what are they going to do when things are not hot anymore? Because a lot of those radio shows, like hence when we had the radio station that just came out and so forth as well, everybody's like, yeah, you know, so, but you're going to have your days where literally, you know, nobody is listening. Let's just be honest. And that's when you see the person actually doing it for the love, or they're just doing it for the hype. And you can check through longevity. If you see next year around the same time the show's still around, fair enough.
I mean, I'm not sure if they launched already, but I know like they're supposed to start, you know, sometime in November is when they first starting and stuff like that. So they were just
everything is fun. Everything is fun in games in the beginning. Everything is fun. Like, yeah, but we doing this. I got radio show, big bag, so. After the hype died down, because of course radio shows go in seasons, and people don't understand it goes in seasons. There are times when, especially I learned that up here, because I used to ask when Jamrock them had the show, why they always took a break around summertime. I was like, why not summertime? Summertime's when everybody, you know, do anything. But then I realized summertime nobody don't listen to the radio in the summer.
Party.
Everybody outside. You wait until it start to get cool. Okay, suddenly you see your listener count jump. I was like, all right, cool. So I start taking weeks off on my show too. I was like, you know what? Give me 3 weeks off, you know.
Okay.
Because of course, everybody indoors now, you're forced to listen. You got until you want to go outside cold, like today cold. So, you know.
Indeed.
Let's not talk about it again. let's we in here.
So yeah, but at the end of the day, where like I said from before, it's not hate, it's more of a constructive criticism, to the point of, if you're gonna do it, make sure you know that there are going to be days that you will have to force yourself, and if you're not willing to force yourself, don't even start doing it. Okay, or you could be just doing it for a hype to jump on to the next thing. I could understand that grind as well, because a lot of people just jump onto something a couple of months, you know what, just to make sure I get certain things out. Okay, cool. All right, cool, but I have a plan of switching to something else in the meantime as well. Then, okay, even though it's kind of sucky for your listeners, but yeah. Because the moment you start a following and you leave it, then it's like, Because, like, example, when I stopped my radio show, listen, I get cussed for like 3 months straight. Kana Woods show, literally every Wednesday we looking for us. Literally, Asylum radio show. My show alone had almost 4,000 or 5,000 people that used to listen to my show. My problem was, after a while, I was like, listen, it's been 9 years, man. Give me a break. give me a break. I mean, I understand we build the following and everything, but I needed to move on to the next step.
That's a good way to people though. We gonna get there, man. We gonna get there, man.
Y'all done there, you just ain't notice it.
Okay.
5,000, what? I think I might have noticed that. That's like, if that was the case, I think I might have noticed
I was going to say, I want to see the number. I want to see those numbers.
Literally, literally, my hottest show was when we had over, how much was it? It was like over 100 and something, no, 200 and something thousand list viewers. What? That was when I was talking about the Trinidad Carnival was going on. We was #1 on the live stream website. Somebody said, yo, panel, go to livestream.com. I on the radio show, like, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even know we up here. I felt like a gilla. I can't say gilla. I felt like $1. I can't use gilla now because gilla gonna think I'm talking about him again. Now my brethren, by the way, what you say? But nonetheless,
to me, like my main thing, our thoughts on that is just like similar to you in a sense, because I'm curious to see where it go. I know based on my location and thing, and I don't listen to the radio at all. Like St. Martin radio being in Holland, and I don't listen to Dutch radio being in Holland either way. So I know I probably won't listen, but I'm curious to see like where it goes and how it grows, and like you say, whether it's going to be a consistent thing, how long it lasts. And
I hope they do something with a video, because then I can watch it on Facebook.
Did they streaming video?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know those
2018 they should.
I was just seeing that it seems like it's an interesting thing that they're trying to get.
I just praying that they ain't doing what I think they're doing, because a lot of the times they have certain radio stations. I'm not calling no names because I don't catch flack if I say it. There's certain radio stations that just put people on just to gain attention towards them, and then later on kick them off.
Ooh.
And honestly, hence why I always love the Laser 101. No, y'all can hate for whatever, anybody can hate for whenever. But Laser 1 is a plain simple day. More or less taught me while I was working there for the operations manager, blah, blah, blahs. On my internship. Phillipsburg Broadcasting as a whole, and me say it like that. Showed me that make sure if you're going to come, make sure you come with a plan. That's why you don't see any and everybody on Laser 101 with a radio show. Because a lot of people, I want to do a radio show. Okay, cool. Let me get a plan. A year up list out how you're going to set up your show. Let me know exactly. Actually, no. Send me a pilot. And all of the whole list of things you got to do now. It's like, in the beginning, I was like, what kind of stupidness is this?
Quality
but
control.
then later on, you understand that if you're going to do it, make sure you're doing this for longevity. You ain't just doing this because it's hot right now or you think you got something to say. Because at the end of the day, don't forget you're dealing with people's way of living, people's salaries. So if you come on and you mess up, you bad name, or you put a bad name on the entire station, guess what? Nobody eating.
But it's a lot of responsibility. I didn't even think
So
about
a lot of people just hate on, like I said, Laser 1 was like, yeah, but they've been there too long. So. But look at the end of the day, you know that when a hurricane come in, what station you listening to?
Yep.
Because you know you're going to get something proper, professional, and to the point.
True down.
Well, let's put it this way then. I hope the younger ones just like that. The younger ones could rise to the occasion and show the older folks that we could do it too, because it's about time to get some new faces and voices on the island itself.
True that.
At some point you got to take the risk and give them the opportunity and see how it goes.
Of course.
I mean, I feel like a lot of what you bring up is legitimate concerns and stuff to see like, will it last? But yeah, you got to give it a try.
But especially with the younger generation, I mean, come on, we've been hearing the same people. I don't want to hear Lady Grace no more. Okay,
I like her voice. Something about her voice in the morning has made me feel like I go to school.
Nostalgia.
I'm sorry. And not to say her specifically, because that is the first name that come up
But
in
I
my
know
head.
her personality. She's a really cool person.
No,
Like,
I hear so. Cause my brother, I listened to her a couple of times when my brother was on the show
if
with
she
her.
could say what she really wants to say on the radio, Lady Grace show would blow up.
Yeah?
She's a very constrained human being in the sense of she don't say everything she wants to say, because at the end of the day, of course, it's the rating, it's PJD2. It's not like Laser 101 we can get away with saying some things. There's a certain, a perspective that you expect from these people. So you can't. But then as soon as the mics go off, yo.
Well, they got certain people that really been around there for a while that could retire. Because
Super Kid, you hear what the man said that? Kevin Petroni, you hear what the man said
Super is still considered a new. Super's an interesting one, because he been there for a while, but he's still part of the newest generation, I would consider.
He's really young.
I mean that too, but I mean, don't we all? I don't want to put the time.
I know you can catch flack for this. The Super get out of radio, dog. Long enough.
Yo, nah, boy. Because Super is one of the few people that still bring the entertainment, Jad.
Touché.
Who else?
Electra.
And this is where I'm going to be quiet.
But she's on 96.3 now, right?
I have no idea.
She's on 96.3 now. Am I the only person that does pay attention to these things?
Like, I just said I don't listen to Simon radio, no Holland radio.
I barely listen to a Rubian radio, let alone from Simon.
Yeah.
Damas y caballeros.
I'm not going to say anything.
DV punto, innit?
We move off of Lady Grace. I mean, off a thing.
So look at this Lady Grace, but you want to talk about Electra?
No, because Lady Grace wasn't thing. Electra, I have some real things.
Electra is awesome where...
Yeah, no,
okay. No. Don't get me wrong. She's entertaining. Want me to tell you why she's entertaining? Because I bet you when you put on a show, you're still listening to it though. No. As okay. No, anyway, I am.
No.
Mercedes is my girl, so I just leave it at that.
No, okay.
I try not to say anything, but she has a niche. Everyone has their niche. So we need to understand they have the niche, and for her to maintain for so long, something has to be going right.
That is definitely true.
And what would you say that niche is, though? I'm just curious.
Why you gonna put me on a...
I mean...
Her niche was actually... Okay. In all honesty, the one thing I missed from her, what she needed to do is... Basically, she's one of those, like, children's storytellers. Where her voice was concerned. And early in the morning, if she explained a story to kids, it'd be awesome. But the problem is that everybody in the morning was expecting a grown-up kind of conversation. But she has that, like, Blue's Clues explaining to a kid kind of come across.
I see that.
Like, you can't talk to a person 7 o'clock in the morning. What color is my shoes?
It's blue.
It's like, Pana, listen, please tell me what the Pana got shot yesterday, please. But at the end of the day, that was...
Look where you are here. Tell me where the Pana got shot yesterday.
I'm not hating. Please understand. It's constructive criticism. I presented the problem, but with a solution.
I'll be curious to see what the feedback is on this episode.
I just said, I got customer get the hate. I said, don't bother me. Don't bother me.
No, I don't, maybe just because I'm not a morning person. But
I said you don't want to wake up in the morning. What color is my shoes?
Her style of everything how you say was correct. She's like a Blue's Clues type something. It's legit. It's like explaining something to a 5-year-old constantly, like that.
Which is a great thing. She's good at breaking it down to a point of where it comes after the kid. But the problem is, a grown person, an intellectual early in the morning, ain't want to hear this.
Not like that. Not like you. Oh God. Anyway, I try not to.
You bite me tongue.
Yeah, no, we keeping this positivity. She still is smart, I would like to, big, yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, but like the man said, it's all about constructive criticism.
Speaking of positivity, let's talk about arguments. I think that's a good transition.
Hey, what's that? Oh, that's you.
That's a phone.
Yeah, I was trying to do a live stream there.
What do you think? I mean, if it works, it works.
But what arguments or?
Just arguments with a significant other.
Oh,
I want to talk about that.
You got problems at home? The man just calls and be like, I just want to talk about the argument with my significant other.
Let me save the man.
No offense. I just needed to know.
The man segued into a topic.
It was meant to be a segue, but
that was Spanish station. No offense.
But yeah, basically that was something that I had bring up earlier. A topic that I had kind of.
Achilles, I'm laughing.
Yeah, this been kinda. But the thing is, the other way to preface that then basically, the question I thought I had was, are tears manipulation? And the reason I asked is because in an argument situation, have you ever been in a situation with a significant other where y'all having an argument and then tears start to happen? Hence the question: are tears manipulation?
I thought he was
do you honestly believe?
It depends on.
Do you honestly believe that those tears are genuine tears? That she was just overcome with emotion and hurt, and that way so the tears come out, or the tears are defense mechanism?
Okay, how long y'all in a relationship?
You have to feel bad now.
How long you in a relationship?
I'm crying.
How long you in a relationship?
We won't catch a lot of flack for this part.
If it's in the beginning, you will definitely think it's manipulation.
Wouldn't you say
because
that?
you still don't know the person yet.
No, but wouldn't you say that the other way around? Because you know the person
and you're seeing
No. Experience.
I get where you're coming from.
No, experience tends to make you look at things differently.
Okay.
Because if you don't know the person, you still learn the person, and she be like, yeah, but you wash the dishes. And you're like, okay.
Boy, that's a fucked up thing to cry about now. Just
certain things I can't comment about.
He went through that personally.
From experience.
Most of the time I speak from experience, but from maybe someone else's experience also. Somebody else's experience. Yeah.
No, because I see what you're saying with that point, but then I think one could also argue that if she know her crying does get you to calm down, let's say to calm down or be a little bit softer. And are you arguing and all of a sudden she just started to cry? No, that could be seen as manipulation too.
True, but it depends on the person that's receiving the tears. Example, like if somebody come to be, if the female we're going through an argument and she starts to cry, but listen, stop pissing through your eyes because they say don't work with me.
Wow,
we ain't getting nothing accomplished.
For me, it's especially if I know I right. So if you're in an argument, right, and I know I right. You crying ain't gonna change the fact that I write, so you best take some and go somewhere.
Okay, then.
I think
you single? Because you can't say that, dog. I write now, girl. Shut up. Look, kidnapping. No, you can't do that. You know, that's when but listen, I understand you feel hurt by it, you know. You can calm it down. But how this man just talking?
No, but it really depends on what the argument is. If it's something like really serious,
now I can't
start crying.
No, but you gotta know when to pick your battles. And if you realize you're hurting the person to the point of tears, if the person is a person that cries for everything, then you just flow through. Listen, you're wrong. But if it's you know, something that really hurting the person, you know that they're in a custom of obviously you actually break the person, then yes. But you know what actually matters? What happens right after the tears? How the person uses it.
Also.
In the sense of after you're done crying the whole, okay, look, maybe you know so. Yeah, but I was right the whole time. None wipe away these tears. You was wrong, so right. Okay, then cool. I feel recorded.
I feel recorded.
So we got like 5 cameras going on here at the same time.
If you're in that type of relationship, run. It's a trap.
Either that or you dating Latina.
In what type of relationship? Where was she crying and she around?
It depends. Because if you know the person doing it to manipulate you, you could use it to your own advantage to manipulate them. I sound wrong? Never mind. I sound evil. I sound shut up.
You're wrong. No, but it depends on the person too, John. Because if you know the person to be that type of emotional, eventually you'll get, okay, maybe it's just me, but eventually I will just get numb to it. But okay, you're crying again, okay, and
yeah, but then what's the point of being in a relationship then?
No, it's not just being in a relationship or not. It's just, what's the point that you're crying?
But he's supposed to like respond and be like, come here, baby, let me rub down your back.
Like every single,
make you feel better every time.
Pissing out your eyes.
Suppose I start to cry. She will console me.
The whole time, like 2 asses.
No, but see, I read more than So, what about me? She's not gonna come back here and tell me it's okay, baby. But I was doing all the time to her.
When it reaches to that point, when it reaches to that point that you're both manipulating one another, then it's just like, what the fuck?
I like 2 cunts. Yeah, imagine you walk in the room and see both of them crying. What the fuck?
I don't walk straight back out.
Boy,
too much emotions in that room.
No, but see, but think about it. You see any girl going on by her fellow being, it's okay, baby. You was the right one. I'm sorry for yelling and thing like, no, ain't
I'm touching this argument. I want to get married.
I have to think about my feelings. I can't be constantly thinking about the emotional state of mind.
Has a girl ever cussed you after you cry?
My mother.
Make sure that turns out. Really? The man said he mother?
I mean, I can't like
okay, sorry. I realize now that I have to be specific.
With this guy,
any female that you've been in a relationship with, that is.
I mean, that's still.
No, Woods, stop it. You know where he's going with it. You know where he's going with it.
Listen, I ain't let my mother make me cry too. I mean, she put on a belt and that was it. Tails. See how hard man just went through.
My mother never hit me, no. But.
No, we see why?
I'm only child. No, the thing is, like, I respect my mother so much that when she just tells me, like, I'm disappointed, that shit hurts me a lot.
Somebody call your mama boy.
Bye, mama boy.
I ain't gonna lie, I was one too. Well, it's kind of one. So I just say it's a bit of my
only child now. That's a curse of an only child.
See, when you come from a family of 5, you and you're in the middle child.
Boy, that fuck up.
No love.
But I can't say nothing. I get spoiled. I didn't get hit as much as my older brother and sister. So
I think I hit like once in life.
That's one of those situations where the parent use all the energy on the first 2.
Yeah,
I'm just tired now, man. You just do what you want.
You laughing?
I'm only 15. There you go.
I legit think that's what happened with my mother. My mother, like, after she started saying, you miss you, like, alright, I just done. Like, you
got no energy.
You doing nothing bad. Once you kill yourself, it's okay.
Man, or the opposite is like, okay, the older brother, he mess up enough, so it's like, okay, we know that everything getting stricter now on you because he did all the messing up.
Yeah.
So we ain't taking no chances now. We don't see everything tighten up from the jump. Like,
but back to the topic, right?
Manipulation.
Let's say, does it depend on which part of the conversation the person decides to cry?
Oh, you going really deep in this. That's
you're talking to somebody how to radio show. I can start interviewing y'all. Okay,
the way I was seeing it is more like from the perspective of maybe she says something to you, you respond, whatever you respond, no, because you releasing your truth, you saying things unfiltered and stuff like that, or however you feel, your genuine thoughts, and then she can't handle whatever that might have been. But
do you feel that the conversation, or do you feel like the argument is over? Or do you feel like it still needs to go in depth? Because if you leave it as is from that point, then it's more or less the person technically speaking. No, you basically.
I seen like the tales coming out more as like a ending type of thing. Like,
that's you. Mine is no. You crying?
Used from her perspective as like, okay, this is gonna end the argument type of thing, but because you can't continue cussing me if I'm crying.
Is the crying coming up because she losing the argument? Is that what you're trying to say?
Basically, yes. Is the way I see it is more like I'm trying to think on an actual topic around to try to come up with a scenario of like what she said, what I say back type of thing.
Because the only time she would cry is like if it's a personal something. That's the only.
Check my topic now, right? Check a topic for both of us here now. Let's say, for instance, now it's you as a DJ. Okay. I have to flip the camera.
Are you host?
She have a problem with females sending you messages late in the night.
But that's a DJ.
And she no. And she starts crying, saying, "Listen, after you try to explain that I'm a DJ, I work in the night." So yeah, but after 10 o'clock, no female's supposed to be messaging you. Then later on,
why is she crying for that?
That's your phone.
That might be me.
I say this my phone. I was like, but iPhone don't do that.
That might be me. But it's an iPhone too, so I still wonder. But why should you be crying for that? That's my next question.
Why are you trying to rationalize why the girl's crying? She crying?
For real.
Wow. So are you just making it seem like women are just crying, right? Yeah, like they're just over emotional creatures and they just get crying for nothing. That's why you saying. That's why you saying.
Are they not?
Okay.
Okay.
Do you disagree?
I'm not getting into that.
Do you disagree?
Do you disagree that women have way more emotions when it comes to the men?
Yes, because I know a lot of men that's quite emotional.
My grandmother always tell me, monkey, which treat the climb. I ain't touching this topic.
Like my thing is, I agree with what you're saying to some degree. I do feel like yes, indeed, there are men that are emotional, but how do they express those emotions? To me, that's often a different thing. And the way that men and women express their emotions differ vastly, in my opinion. Like maybe it happened. I don't know any dudes that break down in tears mid argument and is like, but what you said hurt me. So like. That's not the way we go about things.
Hey,
I feel
you'd be surprised. If for someone like me who have a lot of female friends, you'd be surprised at what man is saying confidence to the woman.
Like I've shed tears. I've shed tears like around my woman and stuff like that before, but it wasn't due to an argument. And it's like, okay, what you said was so mean and hurtful to me, and now I'm crying because of that. Like that was never the scenario.
I legit had that.
But you mean just ask that question and we had always
never. No, to say that somebody like hurt your feelings to say that you're significant other.
Asked this question and that's when Woods was like, yes, his mother.
Yeah, but as other than your mother, you ask.
But you didn't answer, Kana.
No, it was not directed to me. I thought you were talking to Woods.
I mean, it was a.
It's like someone said as well. I don't really want to pass this on, but somebody says like they will cry, but not like on a fussy level. I didn't want to put it there. Wait. So I need a description on what's the difference between a normal crane and a fussy crane.
Read the message after.
When she tell you she breathe I can understand those tales, eh? Wait, I stuck with this one for the rest of my life.
Hey, look, we got started going live more often because
the opinions that are coming in from the audience.
Somebody needs to explain to me what's a fussy way of crying. I need that description.
What's the non-fussy way of crying though?
I would consider it, I guess, the ugly cry. Fellas, you should never have the ugly cry. You can shed like that one Indian tear.
YouTube meme.
That one Indian tear, just watch serious, don't even crack us any kind of emo, just.
So you call the ugly cry when your lip the quiver?
That's the ugly cry. When your bottom lip start trembling, like man. You should never, fellas.
So never ugly cry.
Never ugly cry. Unless it wasn't dead, no ugly cry.
That's the only time it's acceptable.
You can never take that back. You can never take that back.
Remember the day you cried?
The ugly cry is like somebody catching you in the middle of a yawn and they recording you. It's something you can't take back.
Bye.
Interesting topic. Did we come to a conclusion?
But it's fun.
I feel like we still need to properly.
I don't think we need a conclusion to this topic. There is no conclusion.
Is the tears manipulation or not? I don't think there's a.
The tears is a manipulation if the person does not want to continue the conversation.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
That's the best thing I could say.
That's a good way.
And I think the only time that will happen is if she's losing the argument. Or he. Apparently, men do it too.
You know, when they're doing the let me scroll back down. I support everybody. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody has their own views, but like someone said as well, some man does cry on the fussy level. You should never cry on the fussy level. You should never do the ugly cry. And I agree. I agree to the ugly cry part. You should never do the ugly cry. Never.
Yo,
you gotta cry manly.
Fellas, if you got cry. What's a manly cry?
So like you're trying to scare somebody and cry.
I'll be honest, shit that coming out.
Okay, because of my past, I legit cannot cry. I can't explain why, but that's a long story. From 2003 was the last time I shed a tear. But that's a long story. I got broken emotionally. That's another story.
I went through something similar.
But if I had the cry, it's like, Leah, one tear come on, just shit up. It's just, but like I said, at the end of the day, the sound effects.
Yo, I ain't even I was watching a Disney movie last night, self, and I kind of like the tears came.
Which one? Which one?
He was watching like
I'd watch Coco on Netflix, and then right after that we went and watch Inside Out. I don't know if any of y'all watch Inside Out. That was an older one. No. That is the best Disney movie they ever made. You know, the reason I say this,
the man say passionately too.
If I say Lion King or something,
let me adjust the statement. Let me adjust the statement. Inside Out is the deepest Disney movie they ever make. Because like the whole plotline of that movie.
What is Inside Out about?
I don't know. I waiting for it.
Were they singing?
No. Well, they sing in every Disney.
That's what I mean. That's like where they're singing.
I was just gonna say it's not a real Disney movie. Then if they ain't singing, it's not real Disney.
It's an animated one. Is like the Pixar type of ones, like Coco. Got away. We had watch it after, but the whole plot line of that is there's this chick who she moving or whatever is some little white girl who likes hockey and whatever. She lives someplace. She moved to a new place, and the whole story is told like inside her head. It's like it's something that they got a whole bunch of psychologists on board to come up with a storyline to it, and it shows like the personification of joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust. And these are like the main 5 heads that like, or people that you could say that controlling her emotions. And she going and it's showing like just the way all emotions is processed. And I feel like it's so dope because of the amount of complex ideas and different things that
Disney movie.
Exactly. That's why to me is like one of the dopest ones.
I want to know how you cry. Okay. Give us an example of the cry. Hold on, let me switch the camera.
Reenactment.
And Inside Out, there was this particular moment where the Inside Out didn't really make me cry because I saw the movie already and I was watching it again. The Coco one, I try to remember exactly what part it was.
I'm gonna tell you which part it was.
Oh, you cried too.
No, I didn't cry. It made me feel some type of way.
But before you could, I still went to hear how the man cried.
Yeah.
Okay, it was not an ugly cry because
the one tear, the one man tears.
The wifey was there and she wasn't crying, so I was like, I could not let her know that I was crying. So I was like turned away from her. She behind me.
I think that's an ugly cry.
He knows that running water.
It's
not allergy.
There's something in my eye. Wait.
It's an incognito tail.
No, but that movie made me feel some type of way. Especially if you lose a grandmother.
No, yeah, it was a really good movie. It was really good.
I never see these ones.
Coco's on Netflix.
If you have a grandmother that Alzheimer's, something like that, it will make you feel some type of way.
Like it's just the all the themes in there talking about the importance of family and whatnot.
But now that she knows, do you think she will talk to you about this now?
Will she look at you in a different type of way?
I don't know.
She'll say, King, let's go watch.
Stay tuned for part 2.
Let's go.
We'll give my answer next week.
She'll say, King, let's watch Lion King. And just
She's watching the whole
But to me, like I never understood how people could really rewatch movies and experience it the same way. I mean, if I've seen something, cause that's what I say, like on Inside Out, because I saw it already. There's a sad moment, and then the first time it may have got me caught up a little in my feelings and whatnot. But after that, I was like, I know what's coming. It's not gonna hit me the same.
This should be a reoccurring topic.
What, crying?
What's the manly way to cry?
Which movie made King cry?
You see, I don't want to sing too much.
But y'all need to just have like a live stream and having a bikini in the side there. The image of you on the side there, and just be like, watching, like National Geographic.
I glad to see not me kind of ugly cry. I sorry.
Disney movies got you ugly crying?
Not Disney movies, but like.
When was the last time you cried?
Look.
Camera dead.
Yeah, camera dead.
I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen,
quite some time.
you're in the dark zone.
I mean, we've been here for an hour and a half, so yeah.
It'll go quicker than it seems. But
so when was the last time you cried, Kana? Question coming to spy next.
Boy, last time.
But you say you don't cry.
But like shed a tear or like ugly cry? Because there's a difference. Last time I shed a tear self was Irma. Because the last thing I hear from my father is that he was holding the door closed.
Rough. Okay, no.
Yeah, and then I ain't hear from him for like a good 3-4 days. So like,
I feel like that's a valid.
Yeah,
that's a valid cry.
That was the last time I shed tears.
That's like an emotional moment, so I can't judge you for that.
Last time I ugly cry self.
You get in the moment and we turn that camera.
Boy, I think it's what I done with my ex. Yeah, boy, that was an ugly cry moment.
You cry in front of her?
Yeah, boy.
Oh God.
Yeah, boy.
Y'all didn't get back together after that.
I hope that wasn't the reason. Why would you take me back? No, but that hurt me, but I love that girl, but that hurt me. That last time I
Stay tuned for the next episode.
That was like 2 years ago now.
Okay.
So
now I have to like.
Wait, you gonna shout out or nothing?
Nah.
But Ariana Grande kind of moment.
What are you?
Nah, man, she ain't like that attention.
The last time I normal cried, so
Ugly cry and manly.
Okay, manly cry was watching Coco. Funny enough, it was just like my grandmother just passed away like 2 years ago, and I see that whole transition. I was like,
I can understand that.
Okay. I had to hold it on because I had company, so I was like,
oh, you gotta hit the
I got it. This cold going around.
But the thing is, she catch me now. It's like I had to explain why the tears coming out. I was like, my grandmother just passed away.
That's okay, man. You show emotional.
And I'm sticking to it.
But ugly cry. But I think this only happened once now, when my cousin/brother died.
Yeah, but that's understandable.
Yeah, but I never ugly cried. Okay, when my mother used to beat me, but that's the difference.
Okay,
that's false cry.
So conclusion, Sean is an emotional fellow. So that's what
yeah, made me feel like something.
Scratch that. When my father used to beat me, my mother never beat me.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't look vexed by it. She's on look vexed.
I'm spy. So I mean, I can't hear you don't cry.
Yeah, I broke something emotionally.
Do you remember the last time that you did cry?
Yep.
How long ago was that?
2003.
Wow.
The last time I shed a tear.
Bye.
Yeah.
And then he broke the tear bone.
Yeah, I don't know what
It dried up after that.
I just yeah, I know, but that's one of those. Is my grandmother passed away. Actually, before she passed away, I cried, and literally after the funeral is one of those you felt like peace. That was the last time I ever cried. Yeah.
But
no ugly cry, no one tear Indian cry.
So there's no movie, no touching scene in the movie or anything that could get your eyes to well up or nothing like that.
But anything with
made me feel dead inside.
I ain't gonna let anything with death, anything with somebody like a friend, a close friend passing away, by my eyes of water.
I don't think I'm going to be able to cry the same way I cried the day my brother passed away. Because I think it was also
inside he died that day.
But it's not just that. Wow. It's just like when something when something happens that you don't expect, it hits you way harder than something.
Yeah. But that's why any movie or any scene, like anything with like suicide or friends, close friends dying, I don't joke about, because that hit me personally. Like that does make me want water and tear and all that kind of crap. And it ain't cool.
With that said,
so yeah, we can switch back to like you could come with your Spanish station conversation. What's up?
This is the fun hour now, guys.
Botende.
Fun hour.
Yeah, but how much
I think it's about time.
I know how much time you got. I know if you had anything, any other activities planned in your.
I got DJ tonight, so yeah.
Wait, I was just gonna say, now's the time for you to plug yourself. What things you got going on now? What people could look out for?
Don't expect nothing because I ain't giving nothing.
That's a shot. That's a shot. That's a fucking t-shirt.
That's slogan.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I would say
Unity slogan.
if you're.
Oh God!
You just brought the man now.
You made me feel bad. I walk with a paraphernalia or nothing.
He said it.
Like a bag or something.
I'm just saying.
Noted for if there's a next time, you know.
Continue.
But yeah, if y'all want to holler at your boy, just add me at IamDJSpide. .com is currently down. I took it down because I'm basically working on some stuff. Doing like one of those because it's officially 10 years this year. Actually, ending of this year, make officially 10 years. And I'm a DJ, so I have an idea basically that I'm going to bring back some CDs that I did. And also going to come back because everybody been waiting for me to release something for a while now. And I'll be honest with y'all, like I tell people, for a while I wasn't fond of doing mixtapes or whatever because at the end of the day, every single body got a computer now, so mixes can happen without you even actually mixing. You have apps that can mix now, so it's like, you know what? I prefer y'all hear me live. So that's why now I took, you know what? Okay, cool. Let me release a couple of I have actually about 10 of them I want to release.
Okay.
But 10 of them is 10 completely different ones. Those that know me know that I am not a hip-hop DJ. I'm not a house DJ. I'm not a soca DJ. I'm not a... For those y'all that are taking it to sound way. Exactly. I'm very eclectic. Like down to I could teach certain polka songs that I could tell that would rock a crowd. Down to drum and bass. I can switch and mix with whatever.
Wait. Polka?
Yeah,
Yes.
I said polka.
Yes.
Cool.
It's the show I love for music. And yeah, I am DJ Spy. Simple.
But what do you think of like? I mean, I assume at this point in your career, probably a little somewhat established. But I mean, nobody don't ever ask to like hear a mix of like, okay, what do you play and that kind of vibe.
Many times, you know what I do? Check this link, check this video, and check my live performances. I don't like sending. I honestly, I explain to them. Listen, everybody, even down to promoters of events, like, listen. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to send you a mix. I'll be forced to do it. I will do it, but I'll give you like a 15-minute mix. Because at the end of the day, I prefer to show you what I can do live. And if I'm playing anywhere, look some free tickets, you get some free drinks, whatever, come through and watch me play live and see what I can do. Because there is a whole different, like I said, there's a whole different vibe between you sitting on in front of a computer and you actually playing live. Yeah, that's sense. Like even down to my mixtapes at times.
Because you're missing the energy.
And everybody that knows I'm a perfectionist at heart. Any of my CDs that you hear me release, you barely hear. If you hear 2 sound effects, you hear a lot. I made it a promise to myself after my second CD. Like, you know what? Actually, it was one of the DJs.
Horns and stuff like that.
Yeah, I cut.
Boy, I'm happy that's dying. There's still some people doing that.
A lot. But anyhow,
live.
There was a DJ
thing.
One of a good DJ friend of mine explained to me, listen, you're making a mixtape, or you playing Coney Island music?
But
actually, no, he said Coney Island music. And actually showed us like I was explaining our last one as well, to DJ Nabs. He's actually Michael Jackson's DJ. He told me, listen, you want to stand out, do all your mixes without any sound effects. And if people still listen to your mixes, then you know you're doing the right thing.
Makes sense.
I mean, of course, you have to have your intro. Hey, this is so.
Yeah.
But I mean, because there's just certain mixtapes that you listen to after the second song. It's like, okay, listen.
You don't even hear the mix. You just they transition and then.
No. You hear the and somehow you as soon as the finish,
a new song coming.
Like, oh, okay, I guess we listen to this now.
Basically, disguising the ability. Disguising the ability to actually mix and.
There you go.
Okay, interesting. And I assume that's been working for you, coming in with all the things that you've been listing, that you've been doing, and places that you've been traveling. The no mixing, the not sending mixes has been working for you. Yep.
But of course, I want to actually come back to it. And actually, I'm working with another producer as well. We're going to be releasing some music soon as well. Because it's been a while since I started working on
music scene then.
Yeah, I want to come back, but I don't want to start writing. My problem is when I start writing, I'm not going to be able to put down the pen. I know that side of me. And everybody that knows me knows that I never considered myself a DJ per se. I consider myself a performer, an entertainer. Because at the end of the day, I would play one song, like when it was with what's his name, MC Hype, so Hype. What's his name from St. Martin?
Yeah. No,
example, I told him, you know what?
Sponge.
We was in front of literally 40,000 people. Are telling me, no, go behind the DJ decks. I just need you to press play. And I went in the crowd with the mic to show that I do not consider myself a DJ. I just need somebody to press play, and I can deal with the crowd.
Okay. I'm curious.
That don't mean I can't DJ.
I'm curious to hear this hardest on the rack challenge. From all the talk that been going on.
I still feel he should put it out. I find he talking a lot of smack.
Yes. I know, right?
We want to hear the smack.
I saw full amount.
We want to hear the smack on the record.
I hear for the controversy.
We can pronounce this word.
Like, y'all want to know where it was said first?
For real, I find he should. Hey,
I find it should be like.
But you wasn't looking for it there in your phone a while ago. I mean,
I just found a couple of the lines I read on there.
Give us a little preview.
But I was streaming.
Yeah, leave the thing no man.
So I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't do it because this is.
Understand.
Instagram will come back.
So
I have the first couple of lines because literally there's a part when I know I write freestyle, whatever. But anyhow, I don't even remember how the beat. Anyhow, nonetheless, I could have spit about anything that I wanted. The beating started and your head start bobbing. I'd prefer to pass on some knowledge and lift my people from 37 St. Martin because some of y'all so hard. Because some of y'all so too damn hard. And before I touch any of these topics, understand one thing: we and anything after is garbage. I can just stop from there because if I continue, I can start name dropping.
I find he should bring it out. I hear for the controversy.
Just the simplest lines because the one I said from before with people. Blah, blah, blah.
I going to be cooping your Facebook. I hear for the drama.
Those are the safest lines. Those are the safest lines I could say that you're bad about. What kind of stripping is he going to drop?
Honestly, don't go too far back into my history, that's fine.
You got any kind of timeline?
You don't stalking your Facebook page or no?
I waiting for it.
As long as just keep adding followers is cool.
I just follow you up on IG because I need to stay cool and make sure.
I tell you, every day I go just to the clock emoji, just be like, oh, what do you say? every day on your wall, just
shout us to DJ Flip. Flip sent me a message on the site, spy. With a rhyme spy. Hey, I don't. I'm afraid to open the door.
No, open it. Come. Let me help you.
Open, you can't close it again.
No, that's okay. Let me help you.
It took me years to close that door.
You need to close it though.
What the song say? Kicking she back though?
Oh God.
Bad man not kicking no back door, my youth. Lucille, open up the front door for me, please.
Kicking she back.
Yeah. But anything else you want to plug one time?
When is this coming out? So then I know what to plug.
This by King. This is on you.
Monday.
What today?
So don't forget to check out the Monday event they're coming up.
Today's Friday.
When
that's the 25th in Club Candela. We got it's one of those one of those events where, of course, for the first time, we actually decided as a group to all come together to put together Simandi event. And yet that year's the year that the event didn't happen.
Wow.
Bye.
Yeah. So what basically transpired is we all decided for next year, but I'll be honest with y'all, it hurt me that we didn't have an event. So I was like, you know what? Even though it's not on St. Martin's Day, let's still have somewhere all of us come together.
Okay, and
so basically, I even get the club to every person that buys the pre-sale ticket online, which is €5. You get 2 free drink tokens as well when you coming in. So that's 2 beers, 2 wines, or whatever.
Okay. And this is Candela.
Yeah.
Let's play in Amsterdam.
Y'all know that club is turn up. So yeah. Oh yeah, Beans was being there too, trying to get a hail. It's strictly sitting to this.
Shout out to Bean.
Shout out Bean because he does always fuck with the link up. Heavy. Yeah, because a lot of listeners. Yeah, that sentence could have gone wrong in so many different ways.
I was just giving you real time. I wasn't trying to save you on that one.
Shout out Bean again one day.
But other than that, you could always check out smallislandunity.com, check out Fet After Fet, check out Dutch Feathers, check out what else am I connected to? Check out Le Baudays, and we still have like 3 or 4 tickets left to go to St. Martin. So which is that's an initiative that we've been working on for years. for like 2, 3, 4 years almost. That we've been trying to figure out a way that we could get our people to go to St. Martin by paying in installments. You know how hard it is to convince an airline to let people pay in installments?
But
So literally we have 2 planes full going now. Well, we got like 4 seats left. Where they paying on like 150 euros or something like that.
What's the dates? From when to when?
One is the 28th until the 6th or 8th. I don't remember that.
Wow,
and then the other one is from the 24th until around the same time as well.
That's in the house of Carnival, man.
Yep. See, coming down straight to the Fed.
Okay.
And also you're getting your free that's all you can select where you want in your package. Also you can always get like the Carnival Village package. We have it at a discounted price. I'm not allowed to say, but we got it cheaper than anywhere you can find. And not even the people in the people that organizing it got to get me that low. That's how the work has been putting in. And also we made deals with the hotels. But the problem is like a lot of the hotels we had from before as well that we had the deals with. Irma come and just so we had to go back through a bunch of yada. So we basically but it's one of those things that I'm happy, and if everything goes as planned, next year gonna be even bigger and better for the planning for next year. We could launch it even earlier.
Okay.
But it's a great thing to say, okay, cool, like going out to St. Martin for Carnival, and I only spend 150 euros in the beginning. And then I could just pay in 10 euros, 20 euros a month or whatever. Because I find that's awesome.
That's dope.
So then at least you're going down. Simple.
For all the broke students and stuff who, there's a large lump sum on one shot. Are they ain't trying to pay a large lump sum one shot?
Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty good alternative.
There was a student too, Me understand.
Is that so? With that being said, we'd like to thank everybody for sticking through this long episode. I would say extra long, but
this a little longer than usual.
Just a little longer than usual. Yeah, that's about it. I was gonna go a whole long.
What's you got anything to plug?
Yeah, I was waiting for him to cry like he enjoyed the episode. I shed a couple tears this episode, but from laughing.
But those that was something to do next week Friday, you can come cross by Den Haag at Club Lux. €5 entry, all you can drink from 11:30 till 1.
Oh, was it 11:30 to 11:35?
That's a crash.
So I can come through for that. Also, end of the month, look forward to the mixtape coming out soon.
What this one is? Name for it already? I think.
There's a name, but I don't want to drop it.
Okay. Well, the only thing I gotta plug is check out all the stuff from Three Conscious Cats that's been released so far. So that's Real, that's FBR, and Lion's Mouth was the most recent one. As well as pretty soon, My Heart is on the Rock Challenge, the one out, it's already on Facebook. But I mean, I live in a studio, so I figured why not record it like properly and stuff like that. So that come in right now. Today's Friday. It should be, if I remember correctly. The release date is next week Friday.
Don't give a date. It drops when it drops.
I already said next week Friday.
Man, Beyonce in.
Okay, I gonna put some eyes every time on Friday hit. No, waiting on it to drop.
It's already recorded. There's already artwork made. The song done. Like
man, do artwork for you.
You can't put it on Spotify without artwork.
True.
That's the only reason.
Put it on Spotify one time, dude.
Coming. That's why I recorded. So it's going to
an
be
investment.
It's going to be there.
So if I can rarely me at least make some kind of money from it one day.
I mean,
I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. So I ain't gonna.
If you ask me, I can run here. As long as I don't make fun of my crying, it's cool.
Hey. I am who I am, man.
Kana, is your job to tell us about green box and recycling and
that's my job. Okay,
you're a PSA person.
So for everybody who looking for something to do on St. Martin, go and give back to the island. Like I've been saying, don't wait for government because we gonna forever be waiting on that. And give back somehow. I don't know who that. It ain't me because my phone is in the same position the whole time.
My phone ain't move really.
So this is how we get into the show.
Yeah.
Okay. So
hey, again, people, thank you for listening.
Yes,
Check out you next week.
Yes, we'll see you the next time.
And thanks for coming through on this episode.
Yes.
Always welcome.
You can tell listeners why.
Hey, but hold it down.
Okay, sorry. It's my first time here.
I mean, like we did already mention it, kind of that we had an interview plan that didn't go through due to technical difficulties, and now the people know.
Yeah.
I didn't say all of that. I just say I was here before. I was here before.
Anyway, we'd like to thank Spy again for coming through, and hopefully next time, because you always got shit going on, so whenever you're ready to promote shit again, come through.
I mean, it was definitely an enjoyable conversation. A lot of laughs here tonight.
Because man's a lot of crying too. Because foolish bad.
But
till next week.
We've been here for an hour and 50 minutes, so we'll see you the next time we link up.
Bless.
This is done now.